Count one, not guilty of predatory sexual assault. Count two, criminal sexual assault, guilty. Count three, predatory sexual assault, not guilty. Count four, rape, first degree, not guilty. Count five, rape, third degree, guilty. Again, that's the word from inside the courthouse just a few moments ago. I was repeating that as it was being shared with me. So I'm going to go back to Ron Allen right now, who's outside that courthouse, to debrief us on what all of that means. So, Ron, there's a mix there of guilty and not guilty. Try if you can to help us make some sense over what we just reported again. Count one, a predatory sexual assault, not guilty. Count two, criminal sexual act, first degree, guilty. Count three, predatory sexual assault, not guilty. Count four, rape, first degree, not guilty. Count five, rape, third degree, guilty. Our legal analyst, Danny Savalos, is here. We'll get him seated. But, Ron, go ahead and add to it if you can.
Craig, the prosecution is going to have mixed feelings about this because the two highest charges of predatory sexual assault he has been found not guilty of. He has been found guilty of a criminal sexual act against Miriam Haley, who is the production assistant who back in 2006 claims that Harvey Weinstein assaulted her in his apartment when she came for what she thought was a business meeting. Again, he is found guilty of that. Not guilty of the second predatory sexual assault charge involving the actress Jessica Mann, the aspiring actress Jessica Mann, and Annabella Sciorra. He was found guilty of the lesser charge of rape in the third degree of Jessica Mann, again, an aspiring actress who claims that Harvey Weinstein attacked her in a hotel room here in New York. He was also facing a first-degree rape charge in that particular case. That was a not guilty verdict as well. So the prosecutors have found him guilty of arguably the least of the charges, which will just be disappointing, but he has been found guilty of this criminal sexual act in the first degree against Mimi Haley, which is, as I understand it, carries a penalty of probation to 25 years. The third degree rape charge, I believe, carries a sentence up to 10 years or so. Again, a lot of emotion in the courtroom as this verdict was read, a lot of emotion out here as well in the streets, everyone watching this very closely.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is that this predatory sexual assault charge was very, very difficult for the prosecution to prove. It relates to rape allegation that goes back to 1993 or 94, nearly 30 years. And the underlying charges, the other cases that he was facing, he was found guilty of a criminal sexual act against Mimi Haley, but the prosecution could not essentially double up those charges and get the jury to convict of predatory sexual assault. So we're waiting to see what happens now. We're waiting to see. I would guess that because he is convicted of this first-degree sexual act, that Weinstein will probably be taken into custody. He, of course, has been coming in and out of the courtroom every day with his legal entourage, quite a show down here. But given that he has been found guilty of these two counts, I would expect that the prosecution will argue for him to be held in custody. And, of course, we know that he faces several more charges out in Los Angeles now that this part of it is over.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.